1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, I don't remember where we left off. I mean, I do, but I. Oh yeah, okay. No turn other, right? Or is the carousel still popping? Nah, no
No
to there.
turn.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're good. All right, let me do. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So, let's see.
Uh,
All right, I think everybody was here last session, but last session, uh, Tilgrim opted to, instead of getting entangled with her cousin, to just face Baba Lazaga, the hag of the swamp, head on, gaining attention and seeing her kind of approach. You note this decrepit old hag stands just kind of hunched over and stone faced in front of you. Her eyes are black just from time. It's just, uh, you note her just kind of curled lips forming just uneasily. Just, so you've come to my home to steal my rightful property. Do you seek to harm me? I'm merely an old woman trying to live out her days in peace. She just kind of looks at you, specifically, well, Tilgrim, kind of eyeing you up and down and just kind of staring at you.
we didn't come here to harm you. We only came here, well, to maybe work something out.
You see her just kind of slowly clasp her hands together. Ah, you heard I make deal.
Yes, we have.
And what deal would you like to make, my dear?
Well, I would like for Doherty and I guess the children to leave.
Hmm.
As well as ourselves. As I say, gesturing to those that are behind me.
You know her kind of looking back towards her hut, just kind of sitting on these branches and turning back towards you. She just kind of shakes her head. The children and dear Doherty are happy here. Why ever would they want to leave? They've made no mention of it to me. They're free to leave if they choose. You, however, she just kind of smiles at you. We'll see if you can leave.
Um, they were free to leave?
She just kind of nods. Of course. They're not captives here.
Then, why is Doherty here then?
You could just see her unclasp her hands and just with her right hand put it in front of you. You could just slowly see something inching its way out of Baba Lazaga's palm. It looks
Oh,
like a strange, just green teardrop, almost a crystalline droplet as it just kind of sits there. Looking at you, she just shrugs her shoulders. You, you're a wizard, no doubt. Perhaps you would like to learn more about potions, or perhaps the weave is and how to manipulate it. Why, Dorothy came here for power.
Power. I'm sorry. It's while I wouldn't turn down that offer, I I don't know what's behind it.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah. Basically, what? What did I? Okay. While that offer sounds enticing, I don't know if I should accept that. I don't know what's behind it.
She just kind of leans towards you, whispering, "What's behind any offer? Power for a bit of service, a bit of knowledge. It goes longer way here than anything else. Perhaps your hmm, cousin, yes, perhaps she needs me. Perhaps I need her. Either way, if Doherty won't come with you, then you have no reason to stay unless you need something." She just kind of twitches a bit. Something else. Snatching at her hand, you note the crystal just kind of vanishing as she kind of just puts both her arms up against herself and stares at you.
You said price, right? What was Dory's price?
She just kind of not shakes her head. That is not for me to tell you.
Hmm.
You note her just kind of looking. Now, see yourself out. Hmm.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
She says,
Unless you said something.
now see yourselves out.
Oh, okay. Uh, right. Sure. Could we speak to Dory one last time before we leave?
You note her just kind of shaking her head. Hmm. No. You note her just kind of turning away and just walking back to the hut. You could see her just kind of put her hands against the massive dragon skull and just kind of start just looking it over and slowly moving it.
Uh, if I may ask, what of Esmeralda and Cassandra?
You note her just kind of looking back. Hmm. They, they were a bit devious, weren't they? I'm no fan of deviants. You could see her just kind of slowly walking back to the hut door and just kind of putting her hand on it. Now, quickly, I'm going to hunt you down and kill you. Food for the young. Now then, hurry.
Well, Tilgrim, make your words quick.
Leaving them.
You note her just kind of standing there.
Wait,
She just kind of slowly nods at you. I see, I see.
wait.
You just see her just kind of standing in the skull. You know that being hollowed out at the bottom. As she slowly sits down in it, just kind of hunching over inside of it, she just kind of stares off towards you.
Tilgrim, got your tongue?
I'm thinking. Okay. I have a proposition. You offered a deal, and I didn't come here looking for knowledge. Dodie came here looking for power. And she paid whatever her price was. Could I step in and take over? Pay her price while she continues, well, whatever she needs.
You see her just kind of nod at you, just kind of crooked teeth moving as she smiles at you. Of course, my dear, of course. We'll make that arrangement. Is there anything else you need? You know that she's saying this, the skull begins to kind of slowly levitate, hovering about 3 feet off the ground. You note the house almost, the branches look frightened almost as it just backs up. You note Baba Lazaga just rising just 3 feet, sitting almost kneeling down in the skull as it just floats off the ground, and she continues to look at you, hands just kind of rubbing slowly together. Anything else you need? It will start surely and end abruptly. You'll never even know it happened.
Looking down at the, or at least the skull she's riding. We need the bones. Argynvoss bones.
I'm sorry, you're saying this to her?
Yeah.
She just kind of stares at you. Yes, yes, you can have those too. She just kind of opens her arms up. This, in fact, a lovely skull. Argynvoss is quite comfortable. Do you want to see the other bone? Shall I put on a bit of a show for you? You note her floating higher now, about 10 feet off the ground. You can hear her voice getting a little louder, almost having to not shout, but You see her float closer to you, kind of tilting the skull down. She just kind of points. What other wishes do you children have? I'm all ears.
Just pointing to the south. Are those ravens?
Through the rain, you do know Raven is just kind of just seated by what is this? Just kind of debris.
Hmm.
Speak of
Okay.
knowledge. I do need all the knowledge I need for required to learn about this world. I see I'm not from this world.
She just kind of nods towards you as she looks down upon you. Yes, a soldier from a far-off world, serving a goddess who flocks to your attention. I see you. I can teach you great things.
Hmm.
With that, she rises another 10 feet.
As she does this,
Ah, my bad.
I'm just gonna put a hand on Tilgrim's shoulder and just kind of pull back. Like keeping my eyes locked on Baba Zaga, I'm just gonna try to pull Tilgrim, like, I guess somewhere behind me. Cause yeah, I have a feeling I don't like where this is going.
He rises up 10 feet, Khan observing surroundings from the back. Can I hear any movement, or can I feel anything coming from the land? As she mentioned, the hunt starting soon, and it will be short and abrupt.
I'm sorry, can you hear
Hear anything?
anything?
And can I hear anything like any cries of animals? Any things
You
that a
can
creature?
only hear the rain just kind of pouring down and the words of Lazaga that seem to just kind of float through the air
And
towards you.
can I feel the ground shaking, or can I feel the ground changing beneath me?
The ground changing beneath you?
Yeah, like the uh, the feeling, the sensation, is it like getting softer? Is it getting harder? Like just any shaking in general.
No, you just note the water buildup from the rain is starting to make it kind of pool. It's quite swampy at this point. Very wet. It's almost difficult terrain.
Okay. Looking up to Balazaga. If someone wins this game, well then, I'd like to know a bit more about souls, how to free them, Strahd's curse, and all.
You
Okay.
just kind of see her looking down towards you, not really saying anything at this point.
Well then, guess you can play your little game for a bit.
You should just see her nod at you almost assertively. You see her fly up all the way to 90 feet.
Up, guys. Get ready.
They're looking down at these ravens. They're just. What are they doing?
They're just kind of sitting on a bit of debris. Just kind of, just it's. They don't. You can't really tell what they're doing. They're just sit like on the debris.
Okay.
Just to take in my surroundings, beyond I guess the tree. What exactly do I see? The structures in particular.
Sorry, looking where who?
Just my surroundings. What are these structures that I see?
It just looks like the remains of what once was a city or town. You just kind of see what looks to be. You're not really sure. They're just walls and debris everywhere, pieces of wood, pieces of stone. On every side, you can see uh, there's some sort of just rubble and ruin. Past the hut, just kind of just soaked and broken, just what looks to be farmland. It's just, it seems like this area used to be inhabited. It just looks to be a town square.
Yeah. So Jay, turn around and lifting my eye patch and staring at the well, the thing's legs. What do I see with the crystal gem eye?
You're immediately just blinded as you pull the eye patch down. You didn't see anything.
Oh, shit. Was on my part. Oh, that was not a smart move. As you see him pull his eye patch down. Well, tell us when to start.
With that, you just kind of note Lazaga just raising a hand. You could barely see it as you kind of look into the darkness. You see something just kind of, just first, just a spark next to her, just a faint blue, then a crackle. As you just see electricity starting to form, just kind of a long stretching bolt begins to just form, just right at her hand. As she just kind of nods and just with all her might throws the bolt towards Tilgrim.
Oh,
Wow.
In a flash and instance, it just
Seeing that
Crack.
coming. Oh, wait.
and falls down. I need you to make a dexterity save as the bolt kind of just hurtles at you.
Is this too late to counterspell?
reaction. So it's not late.
I mean, that's your reaction if you want to counterspell it.
Yeah. Where are you? Where? Right here. What am I rolling?
With that, you just kind of throwing your hands up, the bolt just kind of enters into this almost translucent orb, just kind of turning in front of you as it just shatters away. You note Baba Lazaga just kind of flying quickly, almost directly above you. You could just hear in the back of your mind, very nice. You may make a good replacement. After all, with that, she's just kind of in the back of everyone's mind. You just hear, let's continue the game. I'll wait. And you think. And think well. With that, roll initiative.
This is occurring, just kind of peeking back. Is
Where did I roll?
anything strange come off from the bodies to the southeast?
I have advantage.
Was anything strange come off of the bodies?
Coming off the bodies to the southeast, like anything unnatural that could hand to the undead or necromancy.
Nope, they're just laying there in a pool of blood. Rain washing over their corpses. And Lazaga's gonna be
Wait, 1, 2, 3,
5.
20, roll, or advantage. Oh, that's nothing. That's 9. Does that improve my... Nope, I got a 9. Okay.
You note her just kind of hovering about 90 feet above you. What do you do, Tilgrim? Ground still kind of scorching. I'm sorry. Yeah, ground is still kind of scorching around you as you feel a bit more energized.
Okay, at this point, noticing she's just like high in the sky at this point, right?
Yeah, she's hovering 90 feet above you.
Okay, and okay, I'm just making sure because she turned a bit, I guess, opaque, not transparent. I don't like there's a filter around her.
Yeah, you could think about that's just her shadow.
Okay, gotcha. I guess she's 90 feet above me, so I essentially have to look straight up to see her. Wait. Yeah, that works. Kind of backing away to get a better angle. As I do so, I'm actually looking at glance towards the hut. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20. As I glance towards the hut, what is the hut doing? Oh, in the skull that she patted earlier.
I'm mutated.
Oh. This is mainly just a glance, by the way. Seeing if they
Just in case you
moved
didn't
at all.
he's muted.
Yeah, he's muted, yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought, who's it?
As I move, aiming to get a better angle on Baba Lasagna, I'll just glance towards the hut and the skull that she patted repeatedly.
Nope, she's riding the skull.
Oh, she's riding. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. She's riding. Okay, and the hut hasn't moved, doesn't appear to be doing anything.
It's just kind of fearfully looking away.
Oh, okay. Man, okay, as I turn back to Baba Lazang, I'm just gonna call her BL.
Okay.
That's a lot of syllables. Sorry. As I turn back towards BL, I'll just shout towards the others. If we're doing this, don't group up. She's a caster. Don't allow her to hit all of us at once. At that, I am going to.
As you say that in the back of your mind, you just hear, "Excellent choice. Excellent. You may make the best weapon yet, young Tilgrim." Everyone can hear this in their head.
Oh, okay.
I'll be sure to do that next. A nice death by fireball, perhaps. I'll show you something though. How to transform it into something special.
I guess as she's up there, I am going to. You know what? Let's make it simple. Just kind of drawing a transparent blue sigil in front of me. I will just push my hand through it. As I do so, a symbol of an eye kind of imprints on my hand, it glowing that same transparent blue. The same symbol appears in front of Lazan BL. I am casting. Let's see, where are you? Phantasmal Force. As I do so, she needs to make a saving throw, intelligence.
What'd you say? 751.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Oh, my bad. Damn, I just so you're too far away from her for that spell to be effective. You just know that kind of fizzling.
Oh my goodness! I didn't look at the. Yeah.
You just hear in the back of your mind, maybe not so bright. Throughout all your mind, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that was my action. I'm just going to. I'll just stand here, prepared to cast another spell, holding my spell book opened as it glows faintly. Yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah, I was gonna wait for him to like say the whole.
Ah, that sucks.
Hey, folks.
That was so great. Let's try to get that again. Okay, cool. As Khan and Lucian remain locked in conversation about the best way to disable or bring down Baba Lazaga, you note just kind of hovering above you 90 feet, you see just arms raised above as a just ball of fire just begins to spin, slowly growing, first from just almost the size of just a baseball out. As her arms slowly grow, you could see it just getting bigger as you see the flame shifting from just kind of a red glowing ember into just this black pulsing with almost a sick peel, just uh, just venomously, just I guess purple color. You could see it just pulse, and slowly the fire begins to just kind of strip away at the purple, revealing just black flames sitting above you. She just kind of, you just see her look down. What do you do?
So over to Khan. Look, I'm not so sure about, well, coming up with a plan of action without hearing from the group. As I just like kind of turn back and peek behind the wall, and just kind of like say out to the others, "What's the plan? Are we making ourselves scarce or fighting or?"
Scarce. I have no options to get here from afar.
Well, I could probably make a shot and knock her off the skull, but well,
She's a caster
I
staying
could bring
at
her
a
down to the
distance.
ground. I could bring her down to the ground as long as she doesn't have muscles.
Benny, what did you say?
She's a caster keeping at a distance. We just need someone up there staying in her face. The rest of us could probably pepper her down or bring her down normally. I'd say running isn't really our best interest considering what she's got cooking up there.
And everyone agrees, as I just kind of like gestured at.
Well done. My hanging the boots. I have no range attacks.
And I'd be fine with that. Is everyone in agreement fighting?
Oh
As I
yeah,
gestured
yeah.
to everyone else. Kester, Jotun, Yamas, Tilgrim, everyone.
Yeah.
Are we in agreement here?
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
always down for a rumble.
I don't believe we have no choice here, but yes, yes.
Oh, you want to fight? Okay.
Well, That's what makes adventures worth having. As I okay, so mechanical question. So are we using the raw equipment removal rules?
I'm sorry?
Are we using the raw equipment?
What do you mean?
Because essentially I was going to get from the flying boots and switch out my boot. But equipment removals would say that 2 whole minutes, and in combat that's it's, not so good.
You're trying to do what?
Okay, so essentially I was
For those watching on the stream, give me a second, because I'm gonna close and reopen Discord, because it's kinda acting stupid for some reason. You'll get back to hearing everyone's ideas in a little bit right here. As soon as it starts to start up. Okay. Over here and bop.
Nah, you could just do the in an
testing,
action.
testing.
I'll just make it an action. So if you're doing, I'm sorry, what?
So turning to Wolfram. 1 sec. Let me see if I can get a shot in first. As I take a crossbow bolt. I'll take words. I'll take a crossbow. So yeah, I'm not doing the boot transfer thing now.
Okay.
As I aim just, I guess, upwards towards the as I just hone my aim upwards towards her legs area, towards like pretty much the skull. And I will. God, come on. I'll fire one shot at the skull. And I will make it a trip attack using a superiority die, as I just kind of hit the skull at a kind of precise angle as it just spins it around, trying to knock her off the skull. And trip attack.
That's a stretch.
Oh, then I'll aim at where's the?
Only because like trip is like you're tripping someone. She's like hovering in the air on a skull.
Oh yeah, I was trying to knock her off the skull.
By making her trip off the skull? Like I don't.
Because the way it was described, she's like standing on the skull, right? Or is she like floating above, like with the skull above it or something?
No, she's just sitting in it.
But yeah,
Like
I'm
she's
trying to
just
like
kinda, yeah, she's just sitting down inside the underneath, like just a hollowed out part of it.
yeah, so I'm trying to like get the skull to spin and to like get her to fall out.
Okay. Go ahead.
And she's got to make a DC 16 saving throw. Strength save.
Strength save. You note her just kind of you rolled, what is that, the damage?
Yeah.
You could see the bolt just kind of hit the skull and just kind of bounce off, kind of tossing her back as she just kind of grabs the side and pushes back. You could see her just kind of throw herself off the skull as it just kind of flips with her and then rolls back around, and she just kind of hovers there with it and just kind of looks down towards you. And just in the back of your mind, you hear, "It's magic." Ooh.
As always. As I just kind of like cock the shot. Oh my god. Reload like the crossbow And I'll move. Just taking cover behind the wall.
No boots. Got it.
You note Lazaga just kind of humming a bit. So she just kind of, you note just the skull just wagging a bit back and forth. If you choose to fight, I'll just tell you my tactic. You should watch the weak ones. They're the easiest to eat, to take. You have the rest of your turn.
Yep, that was the end of my turn.
With that and Lazaga's words in mind, Jotun, you just kind of see the skull 90 feet above you just moving back and forth, just slowly. You could barely see her, but as it rocks, you could see her just almost grabbing at plumes of black flame, pulling them closer to her as she pushes them back, widening the. At this point, it's a fairly grandiose fireball. You know that to be slightly bigger than what you're particularly used to.
Can I throw a demon bolt 90 feet? Am I able to uh
It should tell you.
it just says within range. I don't know how far that means. Oh, 120 feet. Okay. Yeah, I can. I'm gonna throw a demon bolt of her at like aiming for the skull since I can't like see her specifically.
All right. Um, your bolt just kind of slams into the side of the skull, kind of tipping it around. Can you roll damage?
Yeah, I was trying to remember if I crit it 18 or not.
It should also tell you. It would light up green. Oh. You know that as the bolt just kind of hits, you could see it swirl around, just kind of cooling and just getting sucked into the black fireball, making it even bigger. As you just hear her just, thank you, my dear, for adding to the misery. What do you do?
Um, I'm going to prep to stretch my what's my abyssal armor to like grab onto her to her skull or something if they're able to like bring her down to 30 feet because I think that's what they were planning in a sense to bring her down. So if they're able to do that, I kind of want to assist in that. And that'll be my turn, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. If she drops to 30 feet, you grab.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. With that, Caster, you note the sky being a bit blotted out by this just really large black burning ball. The mass is just it stopped growing at this point, but she seems to be still kind of pulling strands and widening and shaping it into something. What do you do?
So, seeing this go down, I'm going to just moving quickly. I'm going to just start heading over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So just looking up at the skull, just getting a good look. I'm going to just raise both of my hands just crossed above my head as just the back of my palm just starts glowing a bright green, and so does my eyes. I'm gonna just raise my hands and just slam it straight down as I attempt to cast Control Wind. Downdraft. In order to pull her down, I need a strength save. Oh, with Quicken Spell, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to say that one.
You note, what is this? Use a downdraft.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You note her just kind of breaking the wind apart and just slamming her hands together quickly. It just kind of gets sucked up, twirling and being engulfed in the black flame as it just gets bigger. You just hear a whisper, wind to feed the flames. You're very smart, sorcerer. You note the fireball getting bigger.
Huh. Yeah, magic's not gonna work here. Well, do your best, people. Spread out. Because I don't have... Wait, actually... If it got broken apart, do I still have to roll the d20 for it to go out of control?
What do you mean?
Well, I have to roll a d20 whenever I
Right.
cast a spell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's go then.
Oh, yeah, every time you cast a spell, you roll one.
Okay. Fuck! Alright, here we go, boys. It's about time. I've been evading it for a good couple weeks.
Sure.
51. How much is that? Oh no, the sight is down. I forgot. Wait, never mind. It's up again. 51. Spectral Shield. I gain immunity to magic missile and I gain a +2 bonus to AC. Huh.
Ain't bad.
It ain't bad. And just looking up at that and seeing as I just pull a crossbow and just load an arrow, I'm gonna point it up and just with one eye open. There, that's fine. I'm gonna pull the trigger and just try to shoot at her hand. Woo!
Your bolt flies fairly well as you note it going towards her hand. The skull just kind of rocks, just popping and causing the bolt to fall off. You could see it rattle her a bit as she just flips back over and just wags her finger at you. As you note the shifting fireball just kind of slightly moving as she kind of pulls it back.
That's interesting, as just a smile just widens on my face. Huh. And with that, I'm going to end my turn.
Seeing this and seeing her just kind of rock herself back into place, Khan, you note the others trying to figure out ways to knock her down as your conversation earlier. What do you do?
Noting this and just looking at her, whatever, just this ball of fire that she seems to be forming. Does it appear to be, or does it seem to have gotten stronger from the wind?
It's gotten larger.
Okay.
You'd say it's about double the size you're used to.
She's okay, so she's on, I would say 90 feet, but she's above this whole area. Does she seem to be looking in direction particular, noting that she said the weakest ones would be easier to eat? Is she looking in Khan's general direction as I just kind of peer up towards her?
No, she seems to be focusing on the those who are like directly attacking. So she
Oh,
seems to be kind of looking at Kester as he's been the last one to shoot at her.
that I'll just kind of tell Lucian. Remember, we've only probably got one shot to assist me and get the chance. As Khan just kind of fades, I cast invisibility.
Yeah, you may want to get some distance. Looks like that's about to hit everywhere over here.
I'm just kind of fading out of sight. I'll just kind of say, "Yes, I plan to. Yeah, make sure you're safe." As
I just kind of stick to the wall. I can hope.
bonus action, I'm going to use Shadow Step, noting just the darkened area. On the shadow becoming invisible, leaving no trace behind. And just remembering the terrain and noting that moving anywhere would track footsteps. Khan just blinks, just right there, as Lucian just feels just like a small tract of wind blowing past him as I teleport, leaving no trace, just reappearing right here. And with that, I'm going to end my turn.
All right. This brings us to Wolfram. You note her still just kind of slowly just turning her body and moving the fireball. Just it begins to slowly rotate as she starts pushing kind of at the air and the flames around her. You could see just particles coming up from her hands and then slowly twisting and pulling the fireball in two directions as it begins to spin. What do you do?
With that, noticing the fireball, it's going to dash. No. Look at the water. You said it was mostly muddy, correct?
Looking at the water,
Oh, the
uh,
river. Yeah.
you just note just a swampy river with just muddy water churning in the rain, just washing pretty quickly to the south, rushing with the current.
That. Let's see. Just gonna. That Yes. Yeah, we're just gonna push himself against the wall, open the wall, take the round first the fireball, and then send right there. Those rocks around. Set that one right there. That I had my turn.
As you note the same as this ball of fire just starts churning above you. What do you do?
She's still facing. You said it was a con, right? Well, before he turned invisible.
Kester.
Caster, okay. Yeah, see, I'm just gonna dash in the other direction. Yeah, right here. And I'll just end there.
All right. This brings us to Bennett's turn. You notice the just kind of almost static, just force of the flames in her hands now, as she seems to be grabbing and beginning to pull the fireball closer to the ground, almost as if she's gonna throw it down at you in any moment. What do you do?
So, seeing the fireball form above me, I will quickly turn around and move 5, 10, 15, 25, 30 over here. Really quick for clarity, what are these kind of littering the area? Also, you are muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. Those seem to be large wooden crucifixes with massive kind of scarecrow just built on them. They almost look like trees, how thick they are. They seem to be, it's almost like you're in a small, almost foresty area of these just large wooden, just things with creatures just hanging off of them. Again, they just seem like large scarecrows.
Okay. Should have done this before I moved. From where I am currently, looking up towards Baba Lazaga's, I guess, fireball, quote unquote. The energy coming. Am I able to tell what magic is radiating off of it from where I am?
No, you wouldn't. You just know note the potency of it.
Okay. Should have done that before I moved. So from where I am, I'll put my hand towards the ground as water starts to collect under it. Kind of pulling my hand upwards, a knife begins to form from the puddle, solidifying and icing over. As I kind of flip the knife and hold it by its bladed tip, I kind of poke around the scarecrow, and with a single word, Asir, I just lunge the knife towards Baba Lazaga. I am going to cast Ice Knife with my feat of Spell Sniper. Any spell I cast that requires me to make an attack roll, the spell range is doubled. So this is flying 160 feet, 120 feet towards Lazaga.
How does that work? Because you're like,
I don't know. I assume since she was like 90 feet up in the air, I would just be throwing it like diagonally towards her.
but you're 25 feet away. That's what I mean. That's actual math. I don't want to do math. Oh God, that's awful. It's more than 90 feet. I don't know if it's less than 120 feet though. Ah, whatever. Yeah, roll attack. Fuck all that.
17.
You note the blade just kind of shattering on the skull.
I guess seeing that.
Roll a save.
Right. Seeing the blade kind of ricochet towards the skull, you can just see Bennett kind of pull back, his middle finger forming a thin strand between him and the blade as this string disconnects and the blade explodes. Sometimes I wish I could have better luck with D6s with the spell. Jesus.
It blows up too. The damage for that. Wait, I'm confused.
So
You rolled a 2d6.
Yep.
That's where I guess this is written wrong. It says the target takes 1d10 piercing damage.
Oh, that's if that's the first part of the spell. If I throw the ice knife and it hits, that's when the 1d10 of piercing damage goes through. If it misses, then the second effect kicks in, whether it hits or misses.
Yeah, it hit.
Wait, I did.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, because I heard like it hit the skull. I didn't know. Oh.
Yeah, it hits the skull and then it shatters. It hit the skull.
I thought it was different from hitting Lazaga herself. 6 piercing, 4 cold.
Not exactly. You can't hit her from. She's just blocking everything with the skull.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
And does that end your turn?
That's why I thought area of effect things would be happening, because
Okay. Yeah, then I missed. That was my fault. I misinterpreted it. The explosion of the knife, does it do anything to throw her off, or?
It just throws the skull kind of around as it just kind of bounces it back into place. It's kind of moving. You note the fireball kind of drifting as she kind of slowly starts moving it back.
Yeah, I guess with that. How far does this go? I don't know. That's too far. Yeah, I guess with that, I would end my turn there. Bennett kind of retreating behind the wooden cross with the scarecrow on it and just peeking out.
Just kind of looking up quickly. What area is she looking at?
I'm sorry, you said what area?
She appear to be looking down on.
She's kind of looking towards Bennett now as she's adjusted herself. You could see her hands just open, and slowly she just kind of hugs herself, wrapping her arms around herself as the fireball just kind of slowly drifts directly down. You note the fireball just kind of sitting above you. Lazaga just kind of begins to float. You could see her floating up slowly past the fireball to 120 feet. In the back of your mind, you could just hear, "How long can I wait? How long till it breaks?" And she just kind of flies towards Kester. And that ends her turn. Noting this immense fireball just kind of slowly just descending and hovering above you, you know that just kind of almost dropping. It doesn't even seem like it's falling, it's so slow, but you just get this overwhelming feeling that it's slowly getting hotter and your skin's slowly getting drier. Even in the rain, you just kind of feel enveloped in something. What do you do?
As I see this, it hasn't hit yet, right?
I know it's just kind of floating above you about 90 feet up.
Okay. 90 feet. And it's basically covering.
The
I
area you
can't. Yeah, I can't really see her because of the. Okay. That's unfortunate. Oh, and okay. Okay. Seeing that, I am going to quickly Make sure I got this right. I am right here. Yep. I'm going to thrusting my hands out towards the west as a trail of silvery mist follows my hands as I do so. I'm going to disappear in a puff of mist, quickly moving westward. I am casting. Where are you? Right here. Misty Step as a bonus action. And yep. As I move right here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Move right here. Quickly, still moving. Start heading towards. This is just. What is this right here?
It just looks like abandoned and just kind of it seems to be at some point it looked like a cemetery. Next to what seemed to be like just farmland. You could just see small grazing holes in places. Kind of familiar to you since Valaki, but it's just overrun with water and just things.
Okay.
Yeah.
And currently I can't see. Okay. Is there any structure that isn't that is low enough that I can climb on top of? Like a ramp of some sort?
So most of it's just about 5 to 6 feet of just walling. There are a
Oh,
few
okay.
parts that seem just kind of eroded enough, smaller, like 2 feet above the ground. There's also some that's even smaller that you could just like pop over or stand upon. Uh, the real question is, well, what's in there? I guess.
Right. Okay, then seeing the fireball, I'll just yell out. Well, they see it coming, right?
Uh, Everybody who looks up should see it.
Okay. Then just creating a small crimson sigil. I'll just dip my hand through it and pull out a small ball of fire and hold it. I'm prepping a action in the likelihood that I see BL, and I'm going to cast Firebolt. As I do this, I scan the skies, but glance back down, and just warn the others. Move out the way! It's about to fall down, and I don't think I can stop that. At that, I'll turn back, searching for BL, trying to, I guess, see through the fireball. Yeah, I am prepping an action to cast Firebolt. And that's my turn.
All right. With this, it brings us to Lucian. You note just kind of looking up, just this massive thing slowly descending towards you. What do you do?
So just like feeling the searing heat and seeing party members begin to well, I suppose begin to scramble. I just like move 5, 10, and looking over uh to I guess to Jotun and Bennett. Can you two make it out? Make it out.
I'll be fine.
Jotun.
If I dash, yeah.
All right, and takes 15, 20, 25, 30, and just an extra 15-foot skip with the boots out of range. And can I see Bubble Zaga, or is a fireball size just too big?
With the size of it, and her at the 120, no, you can't. You only seem to be able to see it in the sky. She seems to be nowhere there.
Oh, she's standing at a size of 120.
Yeah, she's kind of behind the fireball at this point.
Okay.
And that's what just moving one more, and that'll be my turn.
Brings us to Jotun's turn. You note you're smack dab in the middle of this just falling mass. What do you do?
I'm going to dash out of the like, if I could grab. Can I? I can't click it, so I guess like here or something.
Try again real quick. I just moved it around a bit. Does it work now or no?
No.
Yeah, you're gonna have to refresh right here.
Yeah, sure.
All right. What else do you do?
Yeah, I think that's it for my turn. Just move.
Okay. With that, this brings us to Kester's turn.
So, looking up at the fireball and Baba Lozaga, Kester just kind of is dumbfounded, even more so than usual. Are you fucking kidding me right now? All right then. And with that, I'm going to just move outside of the area and just looking up at her. Well, actually, is she above the fireball?
Yeah, you can't actually see her.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. All right. Well, what the fuck am I supposed to do about this shit? Uh, um, how high up is the fireball right now?
You'd say it's probably about 60 feet above you.
Okay, 60 feet above me. All right, then. How about I go up there myself?
Oh, I'm sorry. Give me a sec. It's 60. Yeah, it's 60 feet above you.
Oh, okay. Well, with that, are there any structures around me that are 20 feet up?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. All right. In that case, just just looking up at Babala's, well, looking up at the fireball. Well, if she's above it, I'm going to just put my hand on my chest as just thinking to myself, just embodying weightlessness. I'm going to cast levitate on myself and try to gain some height. Hold on one second.
You know, in the storm, it is going to be rather difficult to control the randomness of how the wind and rain take you.
In that case, do I really even want to do it? All right. In that case, shit,
man.
That's gonna be fucking stupid. Because if I get blown back into this fireball, I'll die. Like for real, die.
But you said you cast levitate.
All right. Okay then. I got you. I read you
I
completely.
mean, technically, he didn't cast it in Foundry.
Yeah,
so
but I
it's not
did
really
say
casted.
it.
It's not really casted yet. Yo, double standard.
Well, now it is. Anyways, so so just as I just float up 20 feet, uh no, well, first let me roll this. Boop. Ooh, we're safe for now. Just as I float up 20 feet, I'm going to. What am I even gonna do? Oh wait, that's my action. Yeah, I'm gonna just as I float up 20 feet, I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. This brings us to Khan's turn. Uh, just slinking through the shadows, you note the large star above, just kind of falling towards you. You know that about yer, ger, 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 ger. Oh, oh, it's 50 feet above you.
Just kind of noting that it seemed, I'm imagining it's just evaporating the rain as it falls. Does it seem to be switching or along, or is it just dead center falling in this exact area?
It just seems to be falling straight down.
Can I hear Baba Saga in the back of my head as I just kind of look up?
You don't hear anything now.
Noting that and just noting the rain is the rain seemed to stop where I am. Fireball is kind of coming down, just kind of impede the water from coming down as well.
Yeah, in the area you're in, it's starting to get incredibly dry and hot, but there's no light being emitted from the flame. You could just see it through the shadows. It almost looks like shadows dancing as it just kind of slowly descends.
I just kind of noticing that Khan just kind of smiles for a second, just almost admiring the beauty of the shadows dancing as noting that and just kind of looking at the ground, nodding. Khan just kind of steps a little further and just sinks into the ground. I'm going to use my bonus action to shadow step as Khan just teleports through the shadows, still invisible. Oh, wait, no, it's a feature. I need your ruling on this. Invisibility ends if I cast a spell, but this is a class feature. What do you roll on this?
Sorry, you said what?
Invisibility invisibility ends if I cast a spell, but this is a class feature. What is your ruling on it?
What's the class feature?
Shadow step, teleporting 60 feet within an area of dim light or darkness.
Yeah, that's not as long as it's not a spell.
Cool. All right, so
You're not doing any action to attack or anything. So yeah, you could do that.
All right, so Khan just kind of drops down as I just teleport with shadow step 60 or 45 feet. Just kind of popping back up. Listening again just feels like a wind used in Yama. It just feels something just gently draft past him, almost a wind. As kind of reappearing right here, and kind of looking up. Can I see Baba Lasaga at this angle?
From where you're at, no.
Just kind of nodding and just kind of whispering to Lucian. Hey, we might need to put it down for our until this whole fire thing comes down. But I'll be around. As I'll end my turn there, observing.
Brings us to Wolfram's turn. You technically don't know too much from where you are. You could see the thing coming down, but you're fairly out of the way. What do you do? Are you alive? Guy?
God damn it, I was Discord muted. God damn it.
Okay.
Okay, okay, yeah. Looking at my eye patch and staring at this direction. Do I see anything different through the gem eye?
You don't see anything. Just the bodies laying there.
It says shit. Okay, okay, okay. Do I hear Baba Saga's voice, or she's quiet right now?
She's quiet.
And is this the black flame? Is it like this sense seem necrotic or just mystical? Some is something I'm unknown to.
You're not really sure. It just looks like black flames and shadows just kind of twisting and moving.
Okay then. 10. Nah, I'm just gonna remain here. Still ducking right here in this corner right here. I'm at my turn. Wait for the flames to space.
This brings us to Yama's turn. Hot Heat has the flames range 30 feet above your head. What do you do?
How high is fireball again?
It's 30 feet above you.
30 feet. Alright, so busting up the violin. Yamez will begin to cast the spell magic at the fireball. Yes, don't let the sight magic be our demise. Please let my son launch the fire in the sky as he attempts to just get rid of the fireball.
Uh, you need to roll an ability check using your spellcasting ability. Your chief.
Give me a second. You said an ability check, right?
Yep, using your spellcasting ability.
Okay.
That'd be charisma.
I'm afraid it doesn't dispel the magic, as it just kind of fizzles.
Can I get
Fireball.
bonus points rather than make a song on the spot?
Sure. Roll a d4. Cool. It does not dispel it, but you note Baba Lazaga's voice going, "Very nice. I'll kill you last. Good job."
Seeing the impending doom just kind of looming across his face, he's gonna scoot over to the left a little bit. I mean, right? And I'll end my turn.
I'm gonna give you an inspiration for the song, though.
Thank you.
This brings us to Bennett's turn. You note the steamy, not heat, but just kind of a vast dryness from the fireball, now 20 feet above you.
Oh. Seeing the fireball above me, I'll just quickly move out of its range. It's over here. That's not my movement. Yeah, guess from here I can't really do much. Moving out of the radius and just kind of observing the ball on its way down, I'll end my turn.
With that, you note the fireball just kind of descending and exploding, just shattering everything in the area. And the flash, it just kind of dissipates. With that, Baba Lazaga just kind of reemerges. You could see her swoop down 90 feet as
Does
she
not.
swoops towards Tilgrim. You note just kind of her just almost tilting, skull and all, towards you. As she reaches out to you, you can just see tentacles begin to shoot out of her robes, just black and slick. They just kind of start entwining and shooting down towards you, kind of stabbing you. You can feel the just kind of I can't even think of it. Just kind of a slimy, slithering feeling as they just try to grab and attack you. You could see them kind of coming from all angles.
Uh,
They cover the area here.
just to ask, does my firebolt go off?
You're shooting it at her, then yes, go ahead and roll that as the bolt hits before they slam into you. After that, I need a dex save.
Gotcha. And attack. That does not matter.
Not
You
at
said
all.
dex save, right?
Yeah. That's weird. Okay.
My rolls. Goodness gracious.
All right, so just looking at that,
You note the tentacles just kind of slamming into you. With that, they begin to wrap around your legs. You've entered difficult terrain as the tentacles begin to shoot up and sprout from you in the vicinity around you. You know, Lazaga just kind of just bumping back and forth and rocking as she begins to build a lightning bolt again in her hand. You could just see her just gathering particles as she looks on. This brings us to your turn. What do you do?
You said difficult terrain, right?
Yep.
I guess seeing that, I'll begin making my way out of it. As I do so, just asking because I noticed earlier. Are there any burn marks? That was 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I'm at 15. On burn marks on the cabin.
Are there any burn marks on the cabin? There don't
Yeah.
seem to be any burn marks on it. It just seems to be kind of wrapped up in itself, almost enveloped in branches.
Okay, gotcha. 90 feet. No, I'll play it safe. Noticing, crawling, kind of struggling my way out of the tentacle ground. I'll just march my way over here, free. Just once free, just kind of dash right here. As I look up, searching for BL, I'll just. You said the skull is covering her, right?
She's just sitting in it, so you're just kind of looking at the skull.
Oh, and I don't see her at all.
No. Unless she tilts towards you, you don't normally see her in the position she's in.
Okay. I guess. Okay, in the eyes of the skull, right? They're not. No, wait. Okay, there's one thing I can think of then. Just grabbing just jutting my hand into the cloak and pulling out a star. I'll uh extend my hand towards the skull and ho- uh and try to blast a hole through the I guess the bottom of the scroll, trying to get a uh view on BL. Let me go ahead and I'm using the Cloak of Stars. Uh, as the use ability. There we go. As the ball of essentially a star just extends from my hand, it quickly disappears. It, but a trail of glitter still starts to head towards the skull before several impacts can be heard from the skull. The damage is 25. I'm trying to bust a hole in the skull.
You notice a just massive gas cracking and opening in the skull. You can see it tearing up around from the right nostril up to the eye and just kind of shattering. You see her just kind of trip as it kind of flips around, her having to almost grab and maneuver back to get it right. You could see her just kind of having a bit of an issue keeping it balanced.
Okay. So noticing her trip and essentially had to struggle climb back. She climbed back on, right? Do I notice any? Do I still notice or hear the crackling of lightning?
You note that the bolt is like no longer there in her hand charging now.
Okay. Noting that, I'll just still preparing to cast another spell out in my turn here.
Okay. This brings us to Lucian's turn. What do you do?
So seeing Babu Zaga come back down in the rain, well, I guess hearing the magic fighting going on, I'll swing over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I'll just click the boots and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And just taking the boots. You could probably use these more than I can, as I just take the boots and hand them over to Wolfram.
Probably some action. I zoom take some off Lucian's hand.
And I'll just put my normal boots on.
All right. That pretty much ends your turn, I guess.
Yeah, that's all my movement. So, yep.
This brings us to Jotun. You hear the clashing, but can't really see what's going on. You know, just kind of strange sounds coming from the west. What do you do?
Ah, dang, I was muted. Do I see where she went or no?
You know, she flew down and towards the west. From where you're at, you can just see her floating 90 feet up, just kind of. You note the skull. It doesn't seem like she's having a great time keeping it afloat at this point.
Just kind of whispering to Jotun, "Hey, if you could reach her, it'd be great. So I propose that we work together."
Well, you're all the way over there, so if you're yelling that, I can't reach her until she's at 30 feet.
no response from Khan.
Okay. Let me see. I think I'm gonna wait on my, not like pass, but that'll be my turn. Kind of just waiting for her to come back down.
Okay. This brings us to Kester's turn. You know, Bubbles, like having a bit of trouble keeping afloat, as Tilgrim's magic missile certainly caused an issue, carving a large gash into the skull of the dragon.
Hmm. All right. So just moving 20 more feet up. Uh I'm going to just yell out, "You know where I'm from? This is called cheating."
What do you mean?
Hmm? Oh no. Just a remark on the flying.
No, I mean you
Uh
said move up 20 feet.
oh, move up 20 feet as part of my levitate. If it's casted on me, I can move up 20 feet up or down as part of my move.
Oh, okay. So you're going directly up 20 feet?
Yeah, up to 40.
Okay.
And just yelling out my remark, I'm going to just raising my hands, just all different kinds of elements just starts warbling and forming together, very clearly not agreeing with each other as I just cock back and just throw this just mass of energy. I'm casting Chaos Bolt at 3rd level with advantage. Let's see what we got, baby. Ooh, that's money. And that's slightly less money, but let's see what kind of damage is this? Either acid or psychic, huh? In that case, I'm going to go with psychic. As just the mass just vanishes and well, attempts to attack her mind. There's my d20. It's good.
You know her just kind of teetering on the edge before just throwing both arms out. She kind of locks and looks down towards you. You could see her just pointing at you as the small particle of light begins to form on her index finger as it just kind of points towards you. You could see her no worse for wear as she seems to have gotten control over the skull.
Here we go again. And just seeing that happen, the energy, just residual energy from my palm just starts just inching up my arms and just engulfing it. I'm going to expend expend a wild search. What are we looking at? No, I'm re-rolling that. Oh, this is going to be far more interesting. If you die within the next minute, you immediately come back to life as if resurrected. Yay. Now I can die with no regrets. And just with that, just the energy.
Reincarnate.
Yeah, reincarnate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just as the energy just seeps into my skin and I start glowing faintly, I am going to just looking up at the skull. Once again, I'm going to just once again cock back and just launch just a puddle of acid. Well, a ball of acid. A ball of acid up to the skull in an attempt to deal more damage to it. I need a dex save.
You note the skull just kind of whipping past as the splash misses it.
Ah, damn it. You're coming down. And with that, I'm going to end my turn.
Brings us to Khan's turn.
As I'm looking at this, can I see you said no, I couldn't see Baba Yaga from where I was, correct?
Yeah, you can't see her.
Okay. Oh, noting Lucy, and I just kind of going down there, noting the plan, Khan had in mind. Khan just kind of drops back into the ground. As a bonus action, I'm going to Shadow Step once again, just kind of traversing through it. And would this be? Hold on, let me before I do that. I have a question. Would it be possible to reappear before this? Because I can't really see. What's is it an unoccupied space?
Is it
This
what?
area? Is this area unoccupied? Because I can't really see, but I'd like to reappear.
Someone's there.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay, never mind. Then.
You wouldn't be able to know, but
Yeah. Well, no, that's because I saw like a little patch of it, so I was just wondering if the rest was unoccupied. Okay, I just kind of will just kind of reappear back, just right here. Just kind of Yamas just feels trapped, pushing back from him. As the Khan just kind of pops back up, Lucian just hears a voice. Hey, I guess we're going. Are you still able to shoot the bolt? It's Khan just kind of questioning him from. Lucian, the catch, get your tongue. It's not the time.
I got called. What you ask?
I was wondering if you would be able to shoot the bolt anytime soon, or maybe Wolfram would be able to.
Well, the second I see her, that's the plan.
Alright, then I'll be counting on you. Noticing Wolfram's right here. Wolfram. I plan to, blind her. But be sure not to stay in range after you see Lucian fire his gun or his crossbow at her. With
Wait,
that,
what do you mean by blinder?
well, I'm going to call darkness on your bolt as it strikes the skull. Let's hope it sticks. You were here for the rock fight. I did the same thing with Bennett. We temporarily blinded it with darkness. I'm gonna repeat the same thing here.
But the difference between the rock was it was high enough to not affect the party. I think that's too dangerous of a tactic to pull.
Well, all I'm planning to do is get her off that skull. If I'm able to cast the skull into darkness, then she'll have no choice but to leave the skull. Right.
He's looking just kind of like a kind of face. I'm a little iffy on that.
Well, there's nothing I can do from the ground. This is just a suggestion. Think it over, but I'm kind of relying on you. But you hear that, Wolfram?
Yeah.
If you're able to peer to the ground, do so. I'd help you, but I can't reach that far. With that, I'm going to end my turn. If Lucian does along with Khan's plan, I'm not sure if this will work, but I'd like to prep my action to cast darkness on Lucian's crossbow bolt if he decides to fire it towards the skull. Is that possible?
you couldn't cast it on the object and have the object carry it because you're casting the spell.
Oh, because it says you can cast an object that's not being worn or carried. So I'm not like if he fires.
Yeah, you can, but once the arrow fires, the bolt will be gone, and the darkness spell will just be there.
No, I'm censoring it on the object. I can cast it on
Yeah.
the object.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can cast it on an object, But if the
Okay.
object moves, it doesn't move with it.
But we did that during the rock fight.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of confused.
What did you use with the rock fight? It was just an arrow?
Simple arrow.
Yeah.
We did the same thing.
Oh, okay. You can use it then.
All right, then yeah, I'll just print my action for that.
Okay. This brings us to Wolfram's turn.
See Wolfram adjust the boots on his feet. I see him crack every bone in his body before taking the run dash, or not dash, but running.
Hearing that, jeez.
And he starts flying 80 feet upwards in the direction over there, 8 feet upwards. Feet, so. Right there. So it flies over. Oh shit, I'm stuck with that. Flying. Oh, stuck against the wall. God damn it. Hate walls. Eat. And with that, I see the blinding light. Wolfram quickly uses his. Fuck yeah! You see Wolfram sprout wings from his back as he quickly blitz past. You see a dark streak face through the sky as he quickly slash at the skull recklessly.
How are you slashing at the skull recklessly?
At the back. Basically, wait. What direction is she facing? Correction.
No, I mean, you already used your action.
Okay, yeah. Quickly, he's going like going to swing in the X formation at the wherever the skull's facing.
Yes, I know.
Mm.
But
No, no,
how?
he's not asking for a description. He's talking
Oh.
about action economy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you used your action.
Oh, basically, spin himself around like a tornado.
Nah,
Like,
not describe your
no.
attack.
I'm asking you, how do you have an action to use the? How do you have an attack action if you used your action? That's what I'm asking.
Oh no, I ain't dash. My maneuver feet is 40 of the boost. I walked up and then fly.
I'm confused.
Okay.
You put the boots on. That's an action.
Oh, okay. Shoot. Okay.
Yeah, and because
That's like me taking them off. So,
it takes. Yeah. So it takes.
Okay.
Yeah, so you putting the boots on is an action. Any equipment is an action because if not, it's 2 minutes, and that's a long time. So, yeah, so it's just an action to do it. So you don't have an action. Is what I'm asking. Yeah, that's what I'm.
Okay, my bad then. Shit then. Shit. Can I retract my movement then, or?
Yeah, you can go ahead and retract your movement.
Okay, I didn't know that. My bad, Boski.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can only retract it to.
What?
Where were you flying from? Yeah, when you.
Okay.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
So from there, you have the rest of your turn.
Okay, with that, Wolfram's gonna looking at Baba Yaga. What direction is facing Togum directly, or like what direction is she facing?
She's just kind of like sitting there. It doesn't seem like she's really facing. It seems the skull's pointing towards Kester.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, with that said, I'll end my turn and to strike at the Baba Yaga.
Okay, this brings us to Yamez. What do you do?
So assuming that the fire is now gone, I'm just gonna rush back in. Six. Just looking at Baba Zaga, does she have like anything in her hand currently? Or like does she look like she's casting anything?
From where you're positioned, it doesn't look like she's casting anything.
Okay. Right, so just taking out a short bow, Yama's will just attempt to shoot her. Just looking at
You just note the bolt doesn't reach. It just kind of flutters past.
Yama's just keep his bow in hand. It's kind of like eyeing her. Looking to see if she does like anything with her hands. And I'll pass there.
This brings us to Bennett's turn. You note from your position. Actually, where the hell is your position?
Right over
Oh,
here.
yeah. You know from your position that you can't really see what's going on, but you note a bolt of lightning forming in the sky again. You can only imagine what will happen next. What do you do?
Alright. Yes, I'm over. I will. So, running from where I am. Looking into the sky, a lightning bolt is just forming overhead, correct? You are muted.
Sorry about that. Yes.
Okay. Am I... Am I able to... I guess from where I am I able to tell if Lazaga is... If she's like concentrating on this lightning bolt? It's a weird way to put it, but I really have no other way to ask.
I'm sorry. Is what happening?
From where I am, looking towards Lazaga, am I able to tell if she's focusing on this lightning bolt surging through the air? Like, does she have her hand up or any like physical means of telling if she's focused on this, on the lightning bolt?
She doesn't seem to be focused on it. It just seems to be growing around her hand. It almost seems like from the distance you're at that there doesn't seem to be much effort being put into it. It's just kind of almost she's like slowly stopping as she's noting something, but you're not sure what it is based on the distance.
Okay. From where I am, how how damaged is the dragon skull? Am I able to make that out?
You just know the just kind of a crack. You know that earlier you saw pieces of falling from the sky. From the distance, you could see a crack on the left side of it, but you're not 100% sure the extent of the damage.
Okay. Putting my hands together, smoke starts to envelop both of them. Heat starts to kind of flicker as a light begins to emanate from the palms of both of my hands. Small wicks of flame as I put one over the other, shielding the flame from the rain. It seems to kind of fester and start to burn,
sort of crackling and popping, flicking in and out, as if struggling to stay alight. As I remove the bottom palm, it begins to flare up and still kind of popping in and out, forming into a ball. As I reel back and once again bring both hands together to cover it, you can just see Bennett almost zone in as he just twists his wrist and just, I guess, pitches the bolt of fire towards Lazaga, it flickering through the air and kind of and popping in and out as a single word is uttered from Bennett. Flamen. I'm gonna cast Firebolt. See if I can hit her while she seems focused on whatever she's looking at. Another 17. And there's damage for that.
All right. Bolt just kind of hits the skull as it just kind of rocks a bit. You know it teeter as she stops with the bolt just to kind of gain control over it. She almost starts turning, noting something, not looking towards your direction, but towards Wolfram. And just kind of beginning to nod and rub her chin a bit.
Oh shit!
Phantom MMMM.
From this. Okay. What can I do from Aria? Don't think I can do that. Seeing this. Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn. Just, I guess, back turn towards this opening right here, kind of looking out towards it's just everything going on. One hand behind my back as magic kind of gathers in my palms. I'll end my turn there.
With that, you note Baba Lazaga just kind of quickly sending her dragon soul forth as she just kind of rides towards Wolfram. You can just see her hovering slightly above you, just 10 feet, as she kind of pulls back and faces you. You! Marvelous. A toy. With that, you could just see her just waving her hands in the air in front of you. Breathe life into it. With that, you note just kind of surrounding you above 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 just large black iron spikes covered in rust just kind of begin to swirl around you. They quickly all stab down at you. I'm going to need you to make a wisdom save for me.
Okie dokie. Did I pass or fail?
That is not a pass, sir.
Okay, then I see the I expect to crash down on Wolfram. You see Wolfram's armor begins to glow, a purple energy forming a force field around Wolfram. I will use my where is it? Attack focus to reroll that. Wait, saving throw.
All right.
Come on, big boy. Fuck you, bro.
With that, you note the spikes slamming into your head, a crown of madness upon you. All hail King Wolfram, destroyer of worlds. You've been charmed.
Wait, it's charm? Hold up.
Um, okay.
I roll vantage. Hold up.
Okay.
Oh, thank God, I've been elf. Oh God. Yes. God. I see him as the enemy begins to pour more magic towards the around his head, forming a mask, shooting from the effect.
You note the spikes dissipating as she just kind of slowly claps. Interesting. With that, she ends her turn. This brings us to Togrim's turn. What do you do?
Right. Okay. So. Okay. Two questions. One, I can't see BL. Right. The skull is essentially covering her. Right.
From your position, yeah, you can't see her.
Okay. So I can't. Okay. Um. And she is currently above Wolfram, 10 feet away, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just trying to picture this in my head. Okay, I think I have an idea. Just also ask, do I note anything glowing, crackling, forming around the skull, or where I can assume BL is?
Just as you look up, you could see on the left nostril, it seems to be a large gash going up to the eye socket.
Oh, okay. So I don't. Okay, no magic or okay. I guess seeing that she's, from what I can assume, focused on Wolfram, I'll just opening my book and stopping on a certain page. I'll just rub my hands over it. As I do so, the text glows and it lifts up a how can I word this? A glowing copy of the text trails behind it. Removing my hand, using the trail of text, I'll form 3 sigils. They start to form 3 circles in the air. They glow at first a brilliant crimson before slowly changing into a goldish color. As I do so, I am shouting in Gnomish, Thurad. I am casting fire. Oh no, wait, where is it? Here it is. Fireball, but as thunder damage. At first, you just note a small white ball before expanding into a thunderous sound, essentially throwing everyone up their way. I'm casting this not centered on uh, BL, but essentially 10 foot above her. So let me go ahead and let's see. Bada bing. Yeah, 10 foot, 10 foot behind her. Yeah. Okay, I had to picture it in my head. Sorry.
With the explosion,
I need BL to make a deck save.
You need everybody to make a dex save.
It's in the air.
I know, 10 feet above her. So, well, you need Tilgrim, not Tilgrim Wolfram to make a dex save.
Wait, if it's 10 feet above BL, right, and the spear is 20
21.
foot, is 20 feet from radius, right? So if in BL is 10 feet above Wolfram, so that's 20 feet.
You mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that's math, geometry. No, is that geometry? Whatever. I don't know math.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It is geometry. You are correct.
Oh boy.
Vance credits math and
Uh,
then proceeds to say he
yeah,
doesn't
you
know.
note the ball just kind of exploding.
Oh, let me go and roll. Don't know what I'm getting, but yeah. Bada boom.
Jesus Christ.
In the explosion, you just kind of see as the cinders fall, the skull and Baba Lazaga's body just kind of falling, hitting the ground.
They're fall. Okay, okay.
You note the skull just kind of falling next to her as her body just slams into the ground. Just you can hear bones shattering as she just kind of falls into this just black robe, and her white hair just kind of all over the ground. Her body just kind of stuck in the swampiness. She just lay there as the skull falls next to her. As this is happening, you kind of hear a strange noise as the hut whips itself and just quickly you could see arms falling down as Doherty just kind of running out of the hut, glowing, her eyes white, just quickly rushing to the side of Baba Lazaga, just kind of throwing herself down to her knees and grabbing her throat, like just pushing her over. You could see her just shouting out, "Baba! Baba!" You note as she kind of cradles her in her arms, you know Lazaga just kind of lifting her finger, is shaking as you hear her voice through the rain. She just kind of goes, "Ah, my dear, you're always so kind." Doherty just kind of grabbing her hand. "I require your ire now. Be my weapon just one more time. Fulfill this old woman's blood oath. My poor idiot son. I must keep his heart as close to my side as I can. You'll see it through." You just see her just kind of slump over as Doherty just kind of gets up. You note the black serpent just kind of looking around as it twists on her neck before it just kind of untethers itself and slowly wraps itself in Baba Lazaga. You note her body just kind of getting enveloped in this black, just almost necrotic fire as her. Oh, oh no. As you just see her just enveloped in this strange, just black orb. As this is happening, Doherty kind of shifting her body as she kind of opens both her hands. You see a book just kind of open, appearing, pages start flipping as she just kind of starts chanting, "Ora meet Fios, Death Knight."
Is it
You
in
can
language I
see
understand?
just kind of something happening. You can feel just a shaking of sorts as she just kind of begins to look through the book. You note the skull beginning to shake. As from the hut, you see it just kind of retreat once again in fear. You note in front of it just kind of a strange, almost chained casing as bones begin to flood from it and just kind of swarming in the air go towards Doherty. as she kind of finishes, guest. With that, you note just kind of the bones all shifting. You could see it kind of float up towards Wolfram as the skull just kind of sits in front of you. You could see it just forming. As she just kind of slams the book shut, you heard "Booth." With that, as you just kind of feel just something pull Wolfram, as you turn, you just see the skeletal remains just kind of shift and flicker. You note the bones of Argynvost have been reassembled. As you just kind of see just these teeth open, and you hear, "Ah!" You note just quickly the wings begin to flap as just decay and death just kind of enrapture them. The creature turns towards you. You notice its mouth beginning to fill with this black flame as it begins to spit towards you. Its embers just growing increasingly just harsher and harsher. You're here. You know, Doherty just kind of turned towards you, Tilgrim. Just kind of shaking her head. Let's end this then. Whose turn was that happened on? That was Tilgrim's turn, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
This brings us to Lucian's turn.
Just a quick question. Did I understand anything Doherty said when she was reading from the book?
You noted a few words. Just kind of, it almost seemed like something about just hiding the dragon from the path. You're not really sure what it means, though.
And the book is still in Doherty's hands, right?
She's holding it in her hands, yes.
Okay. Eyes still glowing, right?
Her eyes are no longer glowing. She's just kind of looking at you with her normal eyes.
Okay.
It's my turn, right?
Yes.
And I guess from
Lucian, is your fight, Lucian? Is it Lucian? Is his turn?
Yeah, are you good, Isaiah?
His family's
family's going on. Where are you? So from where you're at, yeah, you can most likely see Argynvost as his body's just glowing and emanating just a necrotic just filth in the air. He's actually lighting up the sky.
So just kind of like you try, I guess, using the rain as a cover, like sneaking through the building. And turning to like the con, I'll just say, try and keep an eye on as I just point to Esmeralda and Cassandra. Just make sure nothing happens to the bodies. You don't look like you're in for a fight right now.
In shadow, just kind of whisper. Yeah, sure, I'll do what I can.
And so just kind of like taking just getting the black nail ready and using these ruins as cover. I'll just end my turn here. Oh, I guess I use my action to switch from crossbow to the black nail.
Okay. All right, that ends your turn then.
Yep.
This brings us to Jotun's turn. Above you, roughly 80 feet in the air, is a giant undead dragon just kind of screeching and filling its mouth with just a black, just, I wouldn't say light, but just a overwhelming shadow. As it flaps, you note the just kind of breath aiming towards Wolfram. Do you do? Oh, I'm sorry. You also note that a few feet away, you could see Doherty just kind of standing there looking towards Tilgrim, hand on what seems to be a large black egg housing the remains of Baba Lazaga.
Hmm. I'm gonna move out from underneath the dragon, so holy fuck, I do not know what to do.
Mm,
I think I'm just gonna have to pass for right now.
okay, I'll come back to you. Put you there. This brings us to Kester's turn. You note that the oh, what the heck? That's weird. Woo, 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 woo. You note the dragon just kind of sitting above Doherty as she focuses on Tilgrim, one hand against a large black orb, just kind of shiny. It seems to be housing the remains of Baba Lazaga. Doherty seems to be doing something with it. What do you do?
So just like slowly spinning in place, fairly uncontrollably, just like every time Kester's face, it's just looking on at the dragon from whatever angle. We're not fighting a dragon, right? As I just yell out to anyone who cares to listen.
Well then, you want us to run a rampage across Perez and Prospect City?
Now you see, I could say I don't care, but I kind of have to care. And with that, just once again slowly oscillating, I'm going to just grabbing at my crossbow, and just in my other hand, just energy just coalescing. So the dragon, uh, and just as the warbling mass continues to warble, I'm going to just chuck it at the dragon as I just follow up with a shot from my crossbow. Yeah, that's going at first level, fine. And I'm rolling this with advantage. Oh wow, lovely. And I have to roll this one normally. Okay. What are we looking at? What's the verdict?
The bolt hits.
Oh, but the light
I'm
crossbow
sorry,
doesn't.
the chaos bolt hits. The light crossbow does not.
Ah, yeah, I thought as much. Okay, so what kind of damage we thinking today? 2 cold damage or lightning? All right, I'll take lightning. So just as the bolt just hits, it just resonates with the storm above as just a lightning bolt just comes crashing down.
You know, as it hits the body of Argenvost, it just kind of, the electricity almost surrounds his body as it just kind of just poofs off of him, as it just kind of fades into the ether as smoke. It doesn't seem to have any effect as it just roars again, whipping his head down and looking towards Wolfram, breath almost ready to burst.
Are you? I don't. Once again, as the energy leaves my hand, it just crawls up my skin and just into my face. I'm going to roll another surge, and hopefully we can get something a little bit more dangerous. 20. You cast grease. And how would that even work? I'm gonna re-roll that. Please, can I roll? Thank you. 94. Your size increases by 1 size category for a minute, so I just get big.
You're a large boy again.
I'm a large boy once more. And with that, I'm going to just move up another 20 feet as part of my, well, only movement. So now it's 60 feet. The large boy is now large once more.
Okay, and you're still floating?
Yeah. Now it's 60 feet.
Okay. Oh,
I'm going
wait.
to.
No. Now
Yeah.
I understand.
Oh?
Oh no, don't mind me. I'm sorry.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to expend 1 more wild search stack, as I'm just fairly discontent with what the effect that I have gotten this time. Are we eating good, people? Are we eating good? I'm gonna reroll that. I'm not casting polymorph on myself. I just got big. No. No.
Wow.
Okay, no, this one is illusionary butterflies. Okay, so I just have butterflies and flower petals fluttering within 10 feet of me for the next minute.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, just as that occurs, I'm just making myself a very large target as I end my turn.
There we go. There's that razzle dazzle. Look at them teeth.
Yes, sir.
This brings us to Khan's turn. You note the fearful imagery coming from the sky, as it seems the bones of a dragon have formed a necrotic, almost zomboid creation. What do you do?
Going over the situation, does can you describe the nature of the dragon as it completely hostile towards the party? It's flying? You mentioned, is it 80 feet in the air, or is it hovering in the air, or is it on the ground right now?
It's 80 feet in the air.
Oh, and I can describe its just demeanor. Does it seem hostile, or imagine it's under control or something?
It seems like it's about to fire a breath weapon at Wolfram.
And Wolfram is directly near it, correct?
Yes.
Okay, it's a damper on things. Hmm. Noticing that, and just thinking to myself, do what can I do? Looking at the terrain, how difficult does it appear to walk and kind of shift through it as I just kind of push my feet through the mud? Does it appear like difficult to walk, or does it seem feasible?
Where?
Just where I am. Am I able to just walk regularly, or does it seem a bit harder?
You're able to walk regularly.
Just kind of walking 25 feet. Just get a better view. Oh, okay. And then noting the light, thinking of Doherty. Uh, can you just describe Doherty's condition and what exactly am I looking at when I just peer at her?
She's currently got one hand on a large black orb. She's glowing, and she has her other hand just with a book in it, just kind of looking towards Tilgrim, and or at least you see her facing in Tilgrim's direction.
Okay, just nodding. Uh, the track is I was 25. Just kind of making my way past 15 feet, so that's 40 feet. Kind of observing the entire situation. I just kind of corner of my eye. Can you describe how the house is reacting to this, noting that it moved on its own? Does it seem to? I mean, it might be sentient, but does it seem to be playing anything?
You wouldn't know from your location.
Oh, okay. That's 25 feet, and so just coming full circle, so that's 40, 55. Coming full circle, and then just use my full movement. Where I am, kind of just gonna looking towards others. The area I am, is it being currently illuminated by the light coming off from the dragon?
No.
So this would be dim light / darkness.
Yes.
That's a bonus action. Khan is going to shadow step. Just right here, as Bennett feels just a breeze coming past or passing him, as I just appear still invisible, and getting a better sight of the house and everything else. Kind of just gonna whisper, Tilgrim, you mind if I blind Doherty?
So long as you don't kill her, no.
Kind of looking towards the others. Oh, if you all could just move away from her, it'd be greatly appreciated. As could you give me the range of darkness, since we made a correction to its original size? just for my visual view, can you show me what exactly 15-foot radius looks like?
You have a ruler, man.
Oh, that's true. You're right about that.
Just pull it 15 feet.
Yeah.
That's your diameter, if you would. Well, it's half, but it's whatever.
Oh.
Do you?
Oh, my bad. I was going to cast one there. Yep, you're right. Okay, so that's...
You see that, Call?
Yeah, I appreciate it. That, just noting that, I'll just kind of say towards others and towards Bennett, if you could get them to leave away around, at least far away from Doherty, I'd be able to blind her for the time being. And that's not really doing anything. I'm just gonna turn my head towards the house, now kind of able to fully see it. What exactly is this house? Not noting that houses aren't supposedly able to move or supposed to be sentient. Does it seem to be plotting something? Does it seem to be moving towards something? I know that there's a mist coming off of this area. Does the house seem to be retreating back into it?
You just know the massive amount of tree branches or limbs almost acting as feet, just kind of carrying this small wooden hut on it. It seems to be curled up with the branches kind of wrapped around the house. It almost seems like it's shielding itself from something.
General direction that it's shielding itself from.
The northeast.
So I guess it'd be Doherty. And noting that as an action, I'm going to take the dodge action as I end my turn just observing. I'm sorry, would you able to hear the last part?
You were doing what?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Just observing and waiting for the others to just move out of range of Doherty. Well, the others can't see this, but I'll take the dodge action. I'm just waiting to actually put my glances in motion. I'll end my turn there.
This brings us to Wolfram's turn. You note the head of the dragon just kind of facing you, breath building. What do you do?
Final Varen shall send become a dragon slayer. You see Wolfram will rush at the dragon as the blade begins to glow in a bright purple, violet, radiant energy. I swing reckless at this motherfucker. Oh, sadness. Yes! Let's go. I see the first strike with Wolfram quickly using the momentum, quickly spins back and drives his blade straight down at the creature's skull, twisting it. Does the radiant damage seem to affect the creature?
You know that it's just kind of the creature's just kind of getting hit and just barreling back. It whipping its neck around and kind of snapping it and breaking it in an unnatural way. It brings its head back around and just kind of bears down on you. You note the breath building again in its mouth.
That. With that, Wolfram's gonna fly 10, 15, 25. Was this could be the flanking? He's not facing. Is the creature facing me, correct? He's following me, correct?
Yeah, he's just following you as you move around.
With that. Well, bye everyone. The best shot of this. But I have my turn.
Okay. With that, as you know, the dragon's neck being bent in just a twisted way towards Wolfram, it's still kind of building this immense, just kind of energy. What do you do?
One question: do you consider bones inorganic or organic?
Do I consider bones a what?
Organic or inorganic?
I mean, bones would be organic because they're made from organic material. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick so you can kind of figure out definitions.
Mr. J, before you leave, one question.
Sure.
I can change my damage type. That's already been established.
Okay.
If me and another, let's say, spellcaster casts a spell, like we're trying to combo it, right?
Okay.
Could I change, like as the spell is going off in one turn, could I change the damage type?
Not if it's somebody else's spell because it's their spell.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, you can only combine things. You can't really change other people's things.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
Cool. I'll be back.
Okay. So,
Alright, ladies and gents, what's the game plan?
I'm gonna try and talk to Doherty
And
to
I
actually.
have. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh yeah, it's just really talk to Doherty, find out why she's doing this. See if I can. I have the inkling, like a little thought that maybe she's being brainwashed. But ask her why she's doing this. Tell her because we talked about this. She said that she can't leave because of a debt she's paying to
I
BL.
know we were all there.
Yeah. So I don't know why she's fighting us right now. She just has no reason to. Like I literally told her, and we got her thumbs up that I was going to go deal with BL and get her price, whatever it is, avoided. But not important. I'm going to talk to Doty, find out why she's doing this. Doesn't work. We knock out Doty, and then as for the dragon, again, only thing I can think of, combo spell.
I have a loose idea for that. Depends on whether or not people will roll with it. What if
Alright.
we used our inspirations for the instant?
Too.
It's
For the
kind
what?
of a zombie dragon, so like if it just comes back to life, that's on you.
I mean, yeah, that's one of the things I'm. But following the rules, it's not an NPC.
Yeah, I mean you're right. You can kill it. It's just that
Like, yeah, we don't know if it'll come back.
Use the arrow slaying just in case to make sure.
That as well.
It's
What did Mr.
fucking
J
dead.
use to like designate NPCs from just normal enemies?
I think this clarifies as a non-NPC.
Alright.
No, I was asking like the way he like categorized them, like what was different from NPC from a normal enemy, so we can at least like have an idea of whether it would work or not.
I was gonna say the token images. If they didn't have the same tokens repeatedly, we could put characters in NPCs.
No, there are some mobs with some monsters with the exact same yellow token on them.
Yeah, but they're monsters. But if it was an NPC, they wouldn't have the
Well,
same.
Mr. J, is the bone dragon an NPC?
Yeah, it's Argonboss's bones, so he's
There
an
you go.
NPC.
You hate
How
to
easy
see
was that?
it.
Cool, are you guys ready?
No, we're not, Mr. J. I'm sorry,
we
but
were
we're not ready.
we were not ready for this. I don't think any amount of preparation could tell us this one.
Wait, wouldn't it just
No.
like not destroy the bones, but just dispel, like have it crumble?
No, it wouldn't.
That's wild.
Instant
Like
kill
a
don't
lot.
work on NPCs, so him and Dory will both be just like out of the question with that.
That's why I specified that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll work on any of the creatures, which I specify as normal monsters. But it won't work on bosses because they're all NPCs.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here like, damn. What NPC?
I'm just gonna try to charm the dragon.
I'm thinking what enemy
I
we're actually
mean-
gonna come across when we
Undead.
want to
Yeah,
use
alright.
this.
Undead. All
How
right.
about I charm Doherty then?
Okay, that could work.
Yeah.
I mean, I got all the tools right now. Like, look at this. I'm fucking beautiful.
Cool, but what is Yama's doing?
The bard things.
Seeing the bony dragon mass in front of me. Yeah, I might as well cast Shatter. Cast Shatter on this area. Oh shit. Yeah, in this area.
Which
Bony
area?
bastard. Uh,
Oh,
oh,
at the dragon?
yeah.
He's too high above you to do that.
How high is he?
He's 80 feet in the air.
Is the
Oh, right.
distance
He was on
marker
the
on him?
What's up?
Is the distance marker on him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's above his head.
Oof.
Oh, I think it was on the ground.
No, he's like flapping his wings 80 feet above you.
Oh, damn. Well, ignore everything I said then. Uh, just, I could see Wolfram for who I am, right? Or is he, like,
Yeah, you can
obscured by,
see him. He's not obscured. Since you're underneath, you could just see him just right in front of him.
I look at Wolfram, just give me a nod.
I nod back.
You know what to do. And I will pass there.
Okay. This brings us to Bennett's turn.
Yeah. Alright. So. Looking towards the dragon right now, its tail, I'm assuming if its body is straight, its tail is facing somewhere around here. So I'm at like this. Am I at the like the side of it?
Based on how he's facing, you're behind it.
Do I have clear line of sight of its wings?
Yes, there's nothing obstructing its body or wings.
Okay, cool. Bennett kind of pulls his arm from behind his back. An eldritch green energy starts to form between as he interlaces his middle and ring finger on each hand over each other. The index and pinkies on both sides pointed straight up. Two discs of energy form at the between the pinkies and the index fingers as he points them both forward. Just quickly flicking his thumb down twice and calling out as he does this, "Fu Sai," as two discs of eldritch energy suddenly just shoot out, tracing a path through the rain towards Argynvoss' left and right wings, respectively. It's 1, and that's 2. And the damage for both. Hey, that's not bad.
And this is... Alright. You note the blast just kind of impacting and just fading. The dragon doesn't seem to even notice.
So, two discs made contact with the dragon. They didn't seem to fade like the bolt of lightning Kester threw at it.
No, they just kind of hit it and just kind of impacted and then just fizzled off. But they did hit.
Okay. Okay. With that, looking south towards Tilgrim and Doherty, I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. Kind of rounding this corner and keeping an eye on the two. With that, I'm gonna end my turn there. Kind of calling out to the rest of the group. Force seems to work. I'm gonna end my turn.
Wolfram notes just kind of the dragon's mouth bearing down and the massive blast just streaking across the sky, bellowing out. As it just kind of engulfs you, you can feel your body kind of twist. Go ahead and make a Constitution save for me.
Be lucky. Save. Roll. Oh, no. I'm definitely rolling that. I'm definitely rolling that shit. Oh, shit. Oh, God, that's fucking scary.
Wait,
23.
are you raging?
Yeah, I'm always raging.
Oh, okay, cool. You note just the blast hitting you so hard that it just knocks you out of the sky. Your body's just wrapped and engulfed with necrotic energy.
You see, I'm begins to glow purple. I have
you-
resistance towards necrotic damage. So it's half.
Cool. It wasn't necrotic damage, but yeah, you just kind of fall,
Eesh.
slamming into the ground. You take 8d6 damage. And
Half.
Oh.
I guess it didn't matter. 23.
Yeah, let's see, half. Oh wait, no, because you only have like 3 health left, so yeah, you're just dropped unconscious on the floor.
Oh, dang.
You note the wings beginning to flap against as the creature just kind of slowly twists its head. Noting a strange coloring in the distance, Argenvoss just flaps his wings and flies towards Kester. You note him just kind of pulling his wings back above you. You could see his front claws just kind of curling as you know them whipping his head back. It seems like he's throwing his neck at you to snap at you. With that, this brings us to Jotun's turn. What do? You note the falling Wolfram just kind of barreling to the earth and just kind of hitting the ground with it. As Argenvoss just kind of flies off towards Kester. Let me obscure Argenvoss real quick, because there's also... Doherty, who is just kind of still looking towards Tilgrim and trying to read something from a book. What do you do?
I'm gonna quickly run towards Doherty, and as I get close to her, I'm gonna raise my leg. How tall is Doherty actually?
She's about 3 feet.
Okay. Then kind of raising my leg, I'm gonna quickly slam it down, hitting her in the back of the head.
Move this because I need to.
Okay.
As you kind of slam down, you note just out of the ground quickly in front of Doherty. Just something just pops up and rushes at you, just jumping and slamming into you, taking the brunt. As you kind of look back, you see just kind of dead eyes staring at you. As Doherty just says, "Ah, children, you're awake. Well, I suppose you can protect Granny." You just see children begin to slowly rise from the ground around her as you hit one of them directly. Roll damage. You know that just kind of you slamming your leg into the child as it just kind of snaps her little neck as she grabs her hair and stretches and pops her neck back into place. She just kind of stares at you. Just strange, just feverish things dripping from her lipless face. She just kind of stares at you. Corroded teeth looking sharp. You have the rest of your turn.
I'll try to swing again at like trying to aim for Doherty. Oh wow. Is that what that's like?
Yeah, that's what that was. You feel that? As your strike goes directly towards Doherty, you could see just kind of her get slammed as her head kind of falls down. Just kind of in a reaction, you know her just kind of raising her hands up. You don't see anything at first, but you could feel something as you look down. You just kind of see this red gash go straight up your chest as just fluid begins to pour out of you.
Is this like blood fluid?
You're not really sure. You kind of feel sick and step back. As you look down, you don't see anything there at all. With that, Doherty just kind of looks up, holding her eye, just kind of gritting her teeth, her hand still on the orb behind her. You note her with her right hand, just kind of putting her book back in a smock and just turning towards you. Fine. And she just kind of twists her neck towards you. You're not sure what just happened to you, but without moving, Doherty was able to do a bit of damage. You're still not entirely sure how. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Cool. We're gonna end the session here. And yeah.
Well, shit.
Fucking damn.
Just a quick question, and this is just
Yeah,
based on
that escalated so hard.
description.
This sure was a session.
You said Doherty's covering her hand, right?
Yeah.
I mean, her eye. Sorry.
Her eye. Yeah, she got kicked in the eye.
And is there any blood leaking?
No.
Okay. And the book that's in her hand, still in her hand.
No, she put it away.
Okay. 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 Gotcha.
I guess I have to find a new image for my character because this resurrection about to go hard.
I mean,
Yo,
a minute.
just punch the dragon.
At least
Punch the dragon.
you
Shut up.
got it. At least you have the resurrection. So if you get turned to literal like ash, you can just come back like nothing happened.
Lovely. I saw that
Dodge it.
74
Wait,
and
if he gets
boy.
reincarnated, will he even have his memory still?
It
Wait a
isn't.
minute,
It isn't resurrection. It's reincarnation.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
still have memories because by the reincarnation spell, he still has memories.
It's still
Wait,
me.
when
It's
it-
still
Are you
body.
still blue?
Wait, shouldn't he
No.
come back as a newborn?
Nah.
No.
No, reincarnation
What?
works differently. It's a spell. Not really just.
Yo, come back as a gnome.
I'm going to roll.
He has to roll for what he comes back as.
Yo, man comes back as a half orc.
How long does that
Yo.
last, by the way?
Half orc sorcerer? What the fuck, huh?
Comes back
How
as a
long does it
pixie.
last?
It's
It lasts for a
permanent.
minute. Wait, what you mean? Wait, last? Like the reincarnation?
No,
No,
like
the thing on him is the minute.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there you go. I was like, what?
I was
Yes,
like,
he
the,
died
the
with
thing that
minute.
the thing that causes the reincarnation.
Yo, roll now real quick. I want to see what it would be if you died right now.
Nah, man, you gotta keep it a surprise.
Surprise.
Yeah, you're right. None of
So
y'all
pretty
even
much,
see the
so
roll.
pretty much, if he doesn't die by the end of the round when we come back, it's off.
Wait, end of the round?
Yeah, because if I last 1 minute, amount of people when it gets back to Doherty again, it's gonna be over.
So yeah, as long as Argenvoss kills me right fucking now, I'll be fine.
Die real quick.
Yeah, I mean, as long as Argenvoss turns you into powder by this round.
Bro, that's 74. I'll be powder. I'll be powder.
Yo, I got money on you being a gnome.
Okay.
I'll fit you in half elf.
Isn't he
Yeah,
already
man.
half
I'm
elf?
already half
Yo,
elf.
bro. I
Yeah.
saw that 74, and my first thought was, do you really need me to not shoot?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Do you really? Actually, we came all the way here for her, and now she's the one killing us. This is that bullshit. You know that? This is
Yeah,
your family, your people.
Yo,
I have an
I
idea
don't
that
know,
she's
man.
kill him,
brainwashed or
just saying.
something.
Having the right idea
Stop
here.
it.
The dipes be causing a lot of problems.
Knock
Yo,
it
facts,
off.
facts.
Knock it off. We're not. No,
No, Alex, you knock it off. You don't see the truth here.
no. I see the truth, and I see the fact that you're basically generalizing an entire family based off of 2 interactions. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Two
we can kill the
very,
ones that
very
aren't.
bad interactions. Quality over quantity.
All right. Cool.
And they're both from the same family too. Like, who's to say that the other ones aren't this?
Yo, we're
Yeah,
trying to
man,
beat up the rats.
Yo, I got it. I got
That's in your
it.
life.
I
That
got
leaves
it.
a pre-impression.
No. I
Wait,
got it.
wait,
I got
Alex,
it.
Alex,
If
Alex.
one person wrongs you, the whole family's bad. I got it.
Yep.
Alex,
Burn down the
I
whole
have a question.
fucking house.
So
Yeah.
if you see one cockroach in your house, why you gotta kill the rest of them?
Who said I'm killing cops?
I said cockroaches. Cockroaches. Bugs. Insects.
Oh my god, that's like cops.
I literally just heard
Cops,
the.
yo.
I heard cop. I did. The other part did not come through your mic.
Cockroaches.
Why not get the rest? Like, hey, yo.
Question. But if we do somehow defeat this dragon, I'll fish your name Varan Dragon Slayer.
Okay, who gives a shit? I want to be alive. I
care.
simply want to be alive.
It's like, oh,
I ain't gonna lie, I
yo,
don't have lofty
no,
ideals
no
like this, bro.
Yeah, no thanks. So we go and see like what's the guy? Black Ember, and he's like, hey yo, I heard your name's the Dragon Slayer.
Oh, I heard your name the Dragon Slayer.
How'd you get that name?
Test that shit out.
Y'all fought your dad.
Yeah, fuck your
Cool,
dad.
okay, so you
Dead
can
ass?
fight Black Ember on your own. Understood. You're dead.
Yeah, have fun with that dog.
I fought
Goodbye.
your father that is already dead. I bet you must think so much of me right now, yeah?
Your dead father came back as a necrotic dragon. So guess what I did? I assaulted him and put him back in the grave.
Yo,
yeah, that's
dead
totally
ass,
gonna
bro?
go well with a dragon that's
Question, though.
literally all angry all the time.
But then well, he's barbarian foot. Well, didn't he say he dislikes fire? Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure he dislikes fire. So yeah, I'll be alright.
Yo,
No, you won't.
simply-
Yeah, I literally
Ew.
saw that on Twitter earlier today,
Gross.
and I just knew Jeremiah was gonna. I just,
Oh,
just knew
fuck.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
I
saw
might
that on
have-
Twitter earlier today, and I just knew it. Man, this
I'm
is
not gonna lie,
this
I
is
might
a
have put on your
fucking after
timeline,
D&D
'cause
session, isn't it?
I definitely like the retweet that, so I might have put on your timeline.
Yo, stay off my timeline.
Nah.
appreciate the art and go
Ah.
elsewhere.
That put a bad taste in my
Stay off
mouth.
my timeline.
No, I said I might put it on your timeline because I retweeted it.
Oh,
Weird.
I just gotta block you then.
If you block me, just know you lose access to stuff.
Well, you won't know that I blocked you, so
Don't worry. Yes, I will.
I mean, I'll just follow the people that you follow or that follow you, and just block you. So you.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if I
specifically
click on your account, then yeah, I'll know I'm blocked. So say I can't see your tweets.
What you mean? Check on my account? You can't check who you can't check a blocked list.
Yes. If someone blocks you on Twitter, if you try to go to their account, it'll say you're blocked. You can't go.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
obviously how it would work.
That's
Yeah.
an actual
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I just remembered Hideki Kami.
Oh, peace, sir. I'm about to head out.
Oh,
I-
later, guy.
Later. I definitely got blocked by Hideki Kami.
What did you do?
I'm just typing.
It was when the Bayonetta 3 trailer was, and I said
Oh,
something
English
like,
didn't you?
I said something like, "Oh, I really don't like what you did with her hair. I really, it kind of looks bad. Like I really like 2 more. You've been banned. You've been blocked by."
Okay, no, you kind of deserve that. You kind of deserve that.
Yo, what? I think the old hair looks better. The new hair looks like trash.
Dog. Did Hideki ask? Did he ask though?
I didn't tweet it. I didn't even tweet it at him. Is the crazy part.
Yo.
I just tweeted it. Yo, bro. I just tweeted it in general and replied to like the Bayonetta trailer on Twitter, and this man blocked me.
Absolutely comical.
Wait, you responded to the official Bayo 3 Twitter about that.
There is no Bayo 3 Twitter. It's like GameSpot or something.
Oh, I'm about to say like
it just had the trailer on. It just had the trailer on. Well, I'm really looking forward to the game. But, you know, I kind of like Bayonetta 2 here, but I guess that's like some bias in Bayonetta 1. I just don't like the Cereza look. You've been blocked by it.
dog. He
Okay, where?
Man, I really hope there's a way to change it. Game.
Just to spite you personally.
He saw a comment like that, and he's like, "Oh, they want to play the game. They're gonna play it by one."
They're gonna play it with the hairstyle. Fuck all of you.
I took that personally.
I mean, nah. We're gonna get like alternate costumes that just cover, so it doesn't look atrocious.
Nah, bro, it's just gonna be alternate color skins. That's it. It's gonna keep the hair.
No, everyone else gets all their costumes but you. He found your account and make sure whatever copy you get just can't have it.
Yeah, what you mean? I'm about to buy it secondhand.
What?
Nah, the moment you put on your Switch is about to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dragon fighting.
Fuck this dragon.
Yeah.
Mode, bro. Like, Ja, deadass.
Night, Mr. J.
So,
I'm kind of scared to use the Twilight Net. Like it randomly rolls damage types. So.
Yo, then give it to me.
Hey, yo, no.
I
have been gunslinger, and my gun got taken away. You're not taking my only substitute.
I damn bro, use it because I really don't want to die right now. I'm gonna keep it.
Dang, it must be nice, yo. All my cool shit's necrotic. I can't do shit.
Hand me that crossbow real quick.
If you don't get your bitch, I don't know.
Exactly. Same to you. Shut up. Keep your hands off.
I am dying. You're not.
You have resurrection, and I don't.
it's not going. I mean, in a round, that shit won't matter. So start firing.
Like if this man does not mix my shit expeditiously right fucking now,
Yo, just die.
Gil, and he's still man over here like Gil in SF3. He can still complain. Dies a resurrection.
this is undoubtedly that bullshit.
Yeah, it is, man. It's crazy how people just get a 5 out of it.
Wait. I think I know how to beat this thing. Bennett.
Oh, here we go.
Alex.
I'm so mad, man.
Hold
on. I can't believe bones of an NPC count as an NPC. Excuse me? It's dead!
I mean, it's still the NPC.
Bullcrap. That is. We've never even met this man. What you mean he's an NPC?
He's still an NPC, whether we met him or not.
That's some cap.
So if we never met Blinsky and we just tried to use the instant kill, should it work?
Hand-handed inspiration. He must have just thought like, they kind of have a lot of inspiration, but I want them to die. Yeah, he's an NPC.
Nah, bro, it's Argenvoss, bro. He's named.
Nonsense.
Yeah. Yo, Alex, I have an idea.
Dash.
Hold on, let me prep myself. All right, hit me.
Alright, check it. We just need Bennett to morph.
Oh my fucking god. Cease.
What?
No, but I am.
Shut the
He
fuck
needs
up.
to morph.
Morb. He said you need Bennett.
I don't know what that is.
Alright, so
Morphin' time.
have you seen Morbius? or at least anything about Morbius.
Nope, no, I have not. Yo, Jeremiah, can you stop pulling? Looks freaking disgusting.
Is that meat and yo? Fuck off, my guy.
Sausage and cereal.
You deserve to be dead now.
Yo.
Bro, y'all keep feeding him a reaction, expecting this shit to stop. That's incredible to me.
Oh my god.
Yo, wait, what's a
Y'all
witch light
chaos.
hand?
Man, screw SMT.
But basically,
I wasn't even SMT, but okay.
basically Morbius is this character, vampiric, like Marvel villain or character or monster, one of the three, I don't really know. And when he transforms, a bunch of people made it a meme that he should have said it's Morbin time because his name is Morbius.
Because it's a morphing time. Okay.
It's Morbin time, my guy.
I think the funniest thing about that is it all started with some guy on Yu-Gi-Oh! Twitter.
It was literally a joke that just now became some shit that's just too fuck.
It's Morbin time.
I hate it.
Hey yo, who was on Twitter here?
I do. I mean, that most people do.
Hey yo,
Yeah.
we're gonna fix a problem right here. Jersey wanna act like he's too good for us, so we want to follow each other right now.
Oh my god. Ugh. What god? I'm suffering.
Yeah, basically, don't bother with necromancy on either Argynvost or Doherty because it's been obvious at this point. Argynvost Undead Dragon spells itself out. Doherty has had this necrotic snake on her shoulder since the day we fucking met her. I don't think necrotic magic is gonna be that useful.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Normally, I would justify you saying that, but like, bro, we can't possibly be that brain dead, yeah?
Wait, no,
Look,
Alex.
okay,
I have a question also.
Yes.
No, like actually, legit. Like, why don't you just like morph to like your giant skeleton dragon thingy?
Because that's a one-time use per long rest, and I still have magic slots to actually use. So I want to try to mess around and see what damage types can actually do work on this thing before I just go, all right, morph and start like fighting this thing.
Morb?
Shut up.
Morbin time.
Shut up.
It's Morbin time.
You know what?
Is it gonna be like in Foundry or something?
Bro, the definitive edition significantly goes harder than this. Oh god, my fucking liver!
There you go.
Can you hear me?
What'd you say, Isaiah?
I was talking to Carl, pasted his one-shot thing in session chat. I was asking, God, but I just asked, slipped my mind, but I'm sure he remembered.
Yeah, I was planning to run it Theater of the Mind, but if everyone wants it to be in Foundry, I wouldn't mind to quickly put it on Foundry.
Yo, being on Foundry sounds fantastic. I mean, as long as it's not like a truckload, but yeah.
I have no imagination.
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna do a horror, it kind of needs to be on Foundry.
Alright, I'll quickly put it on Foundry, and I guess I'll just send me your character sheets, and I'll just. Yeah.
I mean, hey, as long as it's not like too much work.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, just you guys would have to make your character sheets. So I guess you couldn't play certain classes because certain classes are in the Foundry. Like
I mean, unless someone was gonna take the time to custom in there.
Yeah, for one shot. Yeah, but unless you guys are willing to like limit yourselves in terms of what classes you can pick, I guess we can just do it on Foundry.
But yeah, I decided I'm gonna go with that barbarian.
You kind of cut out a little bit.
I decided I'm gonna play that barbarian.
You said you're gonna play the barbarian.
Yeah, the one I played for Zion's one shot.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, Barb. Zion, I don't know if they have goblin features for players in Foundry.
Say it again.
I'm not sure if they have goblin features for players in Foundry.
I sent you the if you want to know the like the details like.
That.
Oh yeah, that's everything there.
I mean, like Foundry, if you were to convert your character sheet to Foundry, I'm not sure if they have what you're looking for, but you can always make it quickly.
Oh okay, no.
Yeah, it's only level 4, so it'll be fairly quick and straightforward.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just convert it to Foundry then. Just send me your character sheets, and then Friday Well, it's Saturday. I'll just wait. No, tomorrow. So tomorrow I can activate the servers and I'll just
I mean,
do some stuff.
would I be? So, are you going to be in VC when you do that?
What do you mean? Like making all the characters?
Yeah, when you're putting in the characters.
Yeah, if Mr. J switches it tomorrow, then yeah, I can do it. I'll be
Oh.
in VC.
Okay.
Oh, then would it be? Because again, I want to take like work off you. Can I put an arc?
Yeah, you can put in your. I was just gonna make your username and password, and use them to do your character.
Oh yeah, that. Okay.
Okay, just a quick question. This is based on skills, right? So I did read that survival can be used for tracking and finding tracks.
Yeah, that's the point of survival.
That's usually how
Okay.
survival is used. Yes.
That's what we've been using it for.
Just to be sure, what else can survival be used for?
Foraging,
finding
Can
food,
also be used for foraging. Yes.
Okay. Okay, I can work with that. Wait, but should I use my... Man. No, I'll stick to Goblin. Don't get distracted.
what was the premise again? As terms of what our characters are doing?
I put in the session chat, but you guys are. I'm not trying to reveal too much. But you guys are essentially tracking down a group of just evil wolves, ranging from wolves to devils, that kind of slaughtered villagers, and the remaining survivors have kind of tasked you guys to find the captives and seek vengeance from. Basically, werewolves are spreading lycanthropy amongst villagers, and those who survive are just trying to seek closure.
Seen this somewhere before.
Hmm.
I think I've seen this somewhere before.
Yeah, I ran something similar, but it was just you guys tracking werewolves, but it was like the people that sent you guys on the mission were the werewolves, and they were trying to eat you guys.
And they paid dearly.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, man, they they shouldn't have called us, man.
Yo, they really gave us some money to kill them. Like, dang, that was the easiest back of my life.
Hey, yo, man, this werewolf fake souvenir is kind of slapping.
I still treasure the day I punched a literal werewolf's head off.
Just blasting.
But yeah, this will be more than just werewolves. But the main purpose is just stopping the spread of lycanthropy.
Wait, what am I doing? I can create a background. I'm just...
Wait, you guys have good night.
Hmm? Oh, you said good night.
Alright, so with this fight, no necromancy on either. Lightning seems to have 0 effect on Argynvost. Radiant damage is effective. Undead dragon spells all of it out. So that's force damage, it works, but it's resisted against Argynvost. So
I just have one question on that. Are we sure it's resistant, or was it just not a lot of damage?
It was resisted because I did a total of 19 damage, and yeah, you can't tell me that's not a lot of damage.
No, it is.
Oh no! The damage went through. Like I saw the numbers go off.
Again, the damage
just didn't give a shit.
The full damage. He's just a buttload of health.
The full damage didn't go through because I was literally looking at Argynvost and literally through it. I saw a 5 up there, and I know I didn't roll a 5.
I could have sworn I saw a 9 and a 10.
On my side, I saw a 5.
Yeah, I bet my life I saw a 9.
Then
again, I bet my life that tripping off the skull thing would work, so I might just be wrong.
So force doesn't work. Well, we need to.
That.
Who can? I don't want to waste my turn in cast. Okay. I was gonna ask who can. What's the chances of magical bludgeoning damage working? Wait, do I even have that?
I mean, yeah, that's the point of those.
I mean, I got magical bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I got your magic piercing damage right here. This arrow of slaying I'm about to use.
So yeah, you think that can work then?
Yeah,
I mean, maybe.
I mean, when they're magical, like even something like silver, the reason they're silver magic is to just overcome damage resistance.
Okay.
It's one of those things when we were talking about the Tarask thing. Not that I'm trying to bring it back up, but the whole immune to bludgeoning, slashing, piercing. if it's magical for the sake of overcoming, even just being silver to overcome.
A man's covered his ass immediately. He said,
Like,
"Yes,
yeah,
what about the Taras
I'm
thing?"
not trying to
Well, I'm not
drag
bringing
that
it up. I'm not bringing it up. We're not going back in that
I'm
conversation.
not trying to talk about that again at all. I'm just using it as a frame of reference.
To ask.
I'm not talking about how a level 5 part, a level like grass. Not again. Not again.
Never again. All right. There's also a small idea in my head that makes me think Argynvoss may not be affected by cold damage. We haven't tested out to be sure, but then again, it's like,
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah, because
again, kind of scared to use the black nail because like roll something. Oh, you're dealing cold damage for the whole turn. It's like, oh, I mean, if I roll like lightning, the rest of my turn, the rest of my shots are all. So it's like, yo, so I just wasted my attack and the bullet.
Yeah.
Hey, anyone got an arrow of slaying to pass over so I could just?
I got one, but I'm holding on to that bitch.
Can you shoot that high?
Yes.
Most things can shoot that high.
Oh, how
Hey,
high
yeah,
is it then?
I know you got tiny little weak bard arms, but can you actually shoot? Fuck you.
Nah. How high is it?
It's only 80 feet up.
Yeah.
If I remember right, arrows can be shot like upwards to 300 feet.
320.
Negative. That's
320.
That depends on the weapon.
So a long bow.
No,
short bows. I believe short bows are what? Maybe half that. 180.
I can tell you right
They are
now.
a max 80 feet to 320 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
80 to 320. Yeah, that's
you
what
have a
I'm
longbow,
yeah.
right?
Listen. If you attack at the 320 feet, it's with disadvantage. Out of its range.
Okay, well the first is 80, so
Yeah.
I'm still within 80.
Either way, it's fine.
I mean, as long as Mr. J doesn't break out geometry, it's like actually, it's more than 80. It's more than 80.
Yeah, get morbed on.
Oh fucking all right. I was behind it. No, I'm not behind it anymore.
See why I don't encourage this shit, but nah, y'all
fucking
want to be on the
morbed on,
wrong
really?
side. Y'all,
extent
nah,
my guy.
don't try to switch sides now. That's your man's. That's your leader. That's your messiah. Go ahead, worship that religion.
Whoa.
Then it's treason. Then what the fuck you want, my guy?
Alex, calm down. I never said messiah. I'm above that. Supreme Hyperlord Dictator. Thank you very much.
Shut the fuck up, yo.
You get
Isaiah, you said you're playing a what you call it? A barbarian, right?
What you say, Zion?
You're playing a barbarian, right?
Yeah, I'm playing Arc. Still level 4, so and he's made so.
Yeah, I don't think we need damage then, right?
I mean, you can still use more. And besides, you said it's like such a thing. So
nah, the thing is, I'm struggling figuring out whether or not.
If you run into something spectral, I can't do like at all. I am useless.
Oh, I'm not playing a magic caster. I'm playing a fighter.
I mean, hey man, what fighter were you thinking of? I mean, it's never like wrong to have damage.
Yeah, no, I already have it's the feats I'm looking at, and
what feats are you looking to get?
It's either sharpshooter or rounding out my 19 into a 20 and get skilled expert.
Wait. So what stat are you trying to use?
It's my main attacking stat, so
which is
Dex.
And what's your race?
I am a goblin.
I would say Piercer would do. Yeah, it's up to you.
I looked at Piercer. The thing is, though, it's like super reliant on like hitting nat 20s, right?
What the heck? No, it's not. I'm talking about the you can damage rolls. That gives you consistent damage. Like if you roll
the Piercer feat, right?
Yeah, the Piercer feat. It's not like sure it has the part you haven't given.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
It has the of 20.
You can reroll.
That happens, but the main draw, which happens all the time, if you inflict piercing damage, you can just re-roll a bad damage roll. So you can get consistent damage. Unless you just roll bad twice.
You were
The dice count.
dumb. You were sad. Your brain run by goblin. Pull
What's with
him
that?
out and
What is
beat
this
him.
Jeremiah? What is this Jeremiah timing? Not Jeremiah did.
That's Alex.
I had that sound on my soundboard for too long, and when he said he was playing a goblin, I was waiting for a break in conversation so I could play it. I wasn't trying to like.
Yeah,
interrupt.
I would suggest Piercer. That's up to you.
I'm looking at it. I'm actually thinking about it because I forgot about like the one you mentioned about re-rolling. I forgot about that
Like,
completely.
yeah. So if you roll bad on damage, you just that's really good, and that's any time you deal piercing damage. No limits, no nothing.
Wait. Okay, probably most likely Carl is going to be okay with giving me a longbow, right?
I
And
mean,
that's going
what you mean? What you mean? Okay with? Just start with one.
right because we are level 4.
And fighter starter gear at 1 can get you a
Short bow, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Huh? No. Fighter starting gear. You just get a longbow, not a short bow.
Oh yeah, my bad. I
Heck?
was looking at something else. Looking at another class.
Hey, yo,
My
bro,
bad.
I make so many fighters. Don't start with me.
My bad. I was wrong.
I mean, and besides, if you say you pick 2 martial weapons, like so, yeah, you could absolutely. It's not about like asking if you get what.
Okay, so 1d8 plus.
And you can reroll like so yeah. Rogues with piercer is like ridiculous because sneak attack is weapon damage, so you could reroll an entire sneak attack with piercer, which is that's really good. Definitely.
We're never going to. Okay, so we're not going to need one. We have a strong person. That's you.
Right? I mean, I can always use assistant.
Yeah, you could always use 2 strong people. Like it's 2 strong people. Strong people is.
Okay.
I mean, I could always use some assistance.
So sharpshooter left the conversation. Now we're on piercer and skilled expert.
Yeah, because you want to raise your attacking stat.
Yeah.
And I my whole argument for piercer is it's
the reroll.
That it's your primary damage type and it raises your stat.
Yeah, skilled expert does the same thing, but it also gives you you raise 1 stat by 1 expertise in a skill that you have, and you get to choose 1 skill.
Yep.
So
yeah, so it depends. So it depends whether or not you want to be better in combat because piercer is so
yeah,
you
it's
either
really
be better
good,
in combat or you want to be better in like situations when the skill checks are needed. So that's all up to you.
Okay. Okay.
I remember him saying it was going to be like combat heavy, but to work how combat worked. So that's also why I suggest.
Who else is joining, by the way?
Alright. For those watching on the stream side of things, we're going to call it here. Thank you for watching. This is going to be a last stream for the week. I'm thinking, because I know in July, I'm planning for the first week of July to go out with friends, and I'm not going to be here for D&D. More info when we get to there, though. Right now, it's the last week of May, and we still have the rest of June. But, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Monday, we're going to pick up with D&D, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As we get to Tuesday, I'm going to try to stream a little bit of DKW work. I have mostly everything done, so I'm just going to show... should I show? I'm probably going to make some minor adjustments to, like, stuff. Probably just characters, since, you know, everybody knows them and everything. And I know there are a few characters I haven't really, like, messed with too much to their moveset. I'm still trying to finish up Maya Knight, so I might just stream like her creation and maybe work on Dwayne a little bit. But yeah, that's probably gonna be on Tuesday before we can pick up with My Rise, or probably when we hit a certain point with it where I'm like, okay, let me work on some creation stuff. Probably would be the creation, then we'll go back to King Phantom's newfound tyrant raid over the SmackDown division. Alright, guess from here, what are we gonna raid? What are we gonna do? How are we gonna do it? You know what? I think for tonight I'm not gonna raid anybody. I'll just end stream for the night. It's rare that I don't really go to raid someone, but yeah. Just because I'm tired, I don't really feel like I can hang out, really. And probably after this conversation, I'm just gonna head off straight to bed, because I want to sleep. Thank you all for watching. It is really appreciated. Legacy, thank you for the sub. Awesome as always, dude. Again, thank you all for watching. I'll see which one of you beautiful people in the next one. Sayonara. I got my fucking stream deck working, so now I can just press buttons. You want to see an intermission? I'll show you an intermission. You want to see Be Right Back? There, you got your Be Right Back. I got the game screen where nothing's really up because, you know, a game isn't running. And then we got the end screen. We're back and forward, baby. Yeah. That was the wrong button. Hold on. Hold on. Hold. Wait, you guys didn't even hear that desktop audio. Anyways, good night, everybody.